Yo, what up? It's Compton Rick Rock with Compton Rick Rock TV, and we got Tony Smmith, and we about to get it in. Tell them about yourself, man. Wait a minute, I hear a dog barking. That's how you know you made it, when you hear the dogs barking, man.
Who let the dogs out?
Yeah, let's get it in, man. Tell them about yourself, man.
Yeah, I'm Tony Smmith, man. I'm from Carson, California, born and raised. You know what I'm saying? For real. We just out here. I skateboard. I'm an entrepreneur. I got my own clothing line, expand company. You already know. And we just about to launch it up to the new levels of success.
Well, let me ask you this, man. I see you got that skateboard on the table. How long you been riding that skateboard? What you know about that skateboard? What interested you to get into skating, and what motivated you? Who are some of your inspiration and motivators when it comes to skateboarding?
Well, basically, you know, it was a skateboarder named Terry Kennedy. I used to tell people, and this is the truth, I used to tell people I knew Terry Kennedy, a professional skateboarder, but I really didn't know him. But as time went on, I went to a skate park in Long Beach called Houghton Skate Park in North Long Beach, and I was like, man, I seen Terry Kennedy, and he was like, yo, we started skating. I'm like, you're Terry Kennedy. It was a dream come true. So when we started skating, he invited me to his house. We partied. Everything else was history. You know what I'm saying? So shout outs to Terry Kennedy. He really took me in and everything else. So
Okay.
it's a blessing, bro.
So you got the clothing line called Expand Company. Tell me about that, man. I also want a t-shirt or something so I could promote the brand myself. Expand Company, tell me about that.
Well, basically, so I was in my room. I was in the room, and I was like, man, instead of wearing other people's stuff, you know, I wear my homeboy stuff, I wear my homegirl stuff and everybody else. But, you know, all these big brands and stuff, I don't want to be doing that. So I was in my room one day, and I was like, I got to come up with my own foundation, my own brand. So I went on Custom Ink. CustomInk.com, and I started designing some stuff, and I was like, man, what should I call it? Because I thought about it. As a skateboarder and a filmer, you got to expand. You're going from LA, you're going from the Valley, you're going from North Dakota, you're going from different countries. So I just decided to establish my own brand.
That's pretty dope, man.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't even think about it. That's how you know when you come up with a vision, when you come up with an idea and you see it come to life. That's the beauty of it. I remember when I came with my clothing line, I don't want to say it right now because I got to do some more to it. We'll talk about that when we get offline. If you was a long time follower of Compton Rick Rock, then you should already know what that is. A few people purchase my merchandise and we come in. So to see a young brother doing the same thing, that's pretty dope. Don't give up on that, man. What's important to you in life, man? What do you feel like is important? What makes you wake up in the morning and get to it and say, you know what, this is what I want to do. This is what I'm going to achieve. This is what's important to me.
Family, God. I keep God first. You know, real people, genuine people like yourself, Rick Rock, you know what I'm saying, around me. That's going to keep me level-headed, humble me, and everything else, you know. So I just feel like the main three things is God, you humbling me, and family. You know what I'm saying? You are family, but
Dope.
yeah, definitely.
Definitely, man. I've been knowing you for a long time, and to see you transition to this, pretty dope, man. We're going to get some of those skateboard tricks. I haven't seen you ride it since you was a kid, so it's definitely going to be dope seeing you ride that board again, man. What makes you strong as a person, man? Tell me what makes you strong.
I just feel like by not giving up, because I feel like nowadays people are so like envious. People want an easy handout, because where I come from the struggle. I come from the bottoms, you know what I'm saying? Even though my mom had it and everything, my dad, but they really, you know, like they said, I don't know how to swim. They put me in the ocean and I had to swim to success, you know? They didn't want to feed me with a spoon, so I just felt like by not giving up and just keeping God first, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, man. Good way to go about it. What do you love about skateboarding?
Man, skateboarding, it's like a freedom of culture. Like you can like literally, like you can be yourself. It's a sense of freedom. Like you can really be yourself in skateboarding. They don't judge you. They don't cater to you. They don't, oh, what, you know, like, you know how it is in the industry. Because
Right.
Rick Rock, you
Right.
in the industry.
Right.
You're deep in the industry. You know how it is.
Right.
It's like if you don't rock with this person, we're going to blackball you and stuff like that. But
You know what, man? Not to cut you off. Now that you say something about that, I can recall, you know, I'm cool with a lot of people that's in the industry. And I also know a lot of guys that don't get along with these guys. So it's kind of hard to do business like that. So you can't never take it personal. This is always business. So if this guy see you hanging with this guy, they got like this kind of like feminine mentality sometimes. And it kind of like messes up business. So never put pleasure with business. It's always business. You know what I'm saying?
right.
So let's get to another question. I want to ask you, you know who Tony Hawk is, right?
Right.
What you think about him as a skater?
Oh yeah, Tony Hawk is a legend. He's definitely like put that foundation. He built the bridge for skateboarders to be what it is today. He built that bridge.
Who's your top skaters, man? Who your top? Give me 3 of them. Who your top 3 skaters?
Jim Greco, Marissa Del Santo, and Marquise Preston.
Break those down and let me know why they are your top 3.
Okay, so Marquise Preston, he's an Aquarius like me, so we got the same birthday.
Me too, man. What's your birthday, man?
My February 12th.
I'm January 26th, man. Aquarius gang.
Okay, Aquarius game.
Let's get back. I hate when I stopped it. When I hear that Aquarius.
Come on.
Let's go. So break it down to them. Let them know.
I'm an Aquarius. I'm a February 12th baby. You know what I'm saying? The Aquarius season stops at February 19th. You feel me? So Marquise Preston, his style, the way he like, look up America Stay Gold. America Stay Gold, Marquise Preston and his style. That's more me. And then Marissa Del Santo, she's a female from Costa Rica, California. She's so solid. She's just like, I stay to myself. I mind my business. If you don't rock with me, I don't rock with you. It is what it is. That's Marissa Del Santo. And then the last one was Jim Greco. Jim Greco was a drunk. He just his style, he wanted to hammer down big stairs, and I looked up to that. I looked up to that style, just wearing like skinny pants. But I know the old school style is just like, if you wear skinny pants, you cancel. But
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But nowadays, whatever. But
Part of the culture, part of the fashion.
yeah.
Let me ask you this, man. I know doing this skating, I tried it when I was a youngster. I think we all got on the skateboard at one point in our life. I grew up playing video games, Skate or Die. I know you probably remember that game. That's an OG game.
Right.
And I remember falling off that thing a few times. Explain some of the tricks or some of your skill that could prevent somebody from catching it. And they're going to catch it, but should that make them say, you know what, I quit because I broke a bone or I fell off of it? Tell me about that.
Yeah, I broke my ankle one time, and I broke this wrist, my left wrist, twice. The thing is about skateboarding is if you trip over a little pebble, you're flying. And if you don't know how to save yourself from falling, it's over with. When you fall with the little pebbles. So you got to know how to fall and how to tumble, with skateboarding.
And when you fall, you got to get back up. You don't stay down, man.
Right.
What make you more productive as an entrepreneur? Let's get to the entrepreneur, man. And you already explained to us what made you start your own clothing line, your own brand. You got tired of wearing other people's stuff and you wanted to come with your own ideas. What makes you more productive as an entrepreneur?
What makes me productive as an entrepreneur is just learning from people like Rick Rock. Like I was saying, it goes back earlier, learning from the OGs, people before your time. You got to study the greats and become greater. But you don't want to be better. I want to see everybody win, but I just want to learn from the greats like Rick Rock's, Michael Jackson's, Tupac, Eazy-E, and everybody else,
Okay.
Learn from the greats.
Okay. Tupac, Eazy-E, some of my favorites, man.
Right.
Would you like to share some advice to your viewers? What would you share to your viewers? I know you got a big following on Instagram. What's your Instagram so they can follow you on Instagram?
It's Tony Smmith, TonySmmith with 2 M's. The Smith is 2 M's.
So, man, listen, when I was incarcerated, right, I read a lot of books. Anything I could get my hand on, I would read, right? I didn't care what. I started off with Donald Goins. I know you probably heard of Donald Goins.
Right.
I started with all his books, and then they all started becoming the same to me. Like, man, it's all about pimping and all this so crazy stuff, right? So I started reading literature. And I hear that you like books, man. What are some of your favorite books that you like to read, and which book have you read that just sparked the light in your brain and say, you know what, I love this?
Man, to be honest, Rick Rock, the book that really changed my life was The Secret. It's called The Law of Attraction by Rhonda. I don't know the last name, but it's called The Law of Attraction, The Secret. I read the book and I watched the movie. It changed my life till this day. Like, whatever you think about, whatever you bring about, man, it'll come. Like, the universe is real. Whatever you put out into the universe, it'll come back like a boomerang. You know, so you got to be careful. Watch your mouth. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you put out is what you get back. You know, the effort you put in is the effort you get out of it. So that's why I was like, man, the law of attraction. The tongue is power. You got to watch it. You know what I'm saying?
Dope. What is some of the advice you would like to share to the people that's watching your video?
Well, basically, I just want everybody to stay positive and don't let people darken your shine. No matter what you go through in life, everything's going to be all right, you know? And I just want people to know, don't let people, dictate your future, you know? Learn from the greats, but you got to understand that you got to know what's best for you. Do what's best for you. You know, if you feel an instinct, you got to always go based off your instinct. Always. Because your instincts knows what is really best for you. It knows what's best for you by going based off your instincts. Like Compton Rick Rock right here. Compton Rick Rock TV right here.
And let me tell you something, man. I want to do something different this time. I remember when I started, get into this filming thing, I used to want to film more of the street guys or the females that was in the street life. But I said, you know what? I want to start interviewing other people, different cultures, skateboard, and whatever you do, long as it's positive and as long as you got a vision and long as you going somewhere, that's what I want to do. I don't really want to popularize somebody out there trying to rob a store or anything like that. I want to give my prompts. I want to utilize my platform for people that's doing something that can motivate somebody. You're a great speaker. I've been knowing you as a kid. Now let's go out there and see what you can do on your skateboard. We got Tony Smmith in the building, Compton Rick Rock TV. Let's get to the good part.